Good morning. Good morning. My name's John Wright, and recently I've had people around. I had a person around out here in front of my place, and I think I'm going to be uploading the video real soon, and I think people will understand why. I'm going to do a series on this here person that was here. The other day I caught somebody over here watching me. Had his headlights pointed right at my place. Well, he sat there for a period of time of 5 minutes or so. So I finally walked out there and I looked at him and I fucking watched him for, I don't know, maybe 10 more minutes, standing there staring at me like, hey man, what you fucking looking at? You know, I'm right fucking here. If there's a problem, you know, what's the problem? Because I'm getting used to this here stuff. So anyway, I tapped on my wrist. Well, yesterday that guy made it a point to come here and set up a tripod right across the street from my place. And matter of fact, what he did was he left a little orange marker over there across the way, marking his little spot. Now I'm going to walk over there and I'm going to pick up that little orange dot and I'm going to bring it right back over here. Because that's what that guy did and that's where he was. And I'm pretty sure that this camera will see that dot when I pick it up. I have nothing in my hands. I'll be right back. I'm just going to leave that running for a second. I'm going to get my sunglasses and walk out there. Now I know that they set that up there, and that guy did that yesterday. So what? He marked the territory for what? I'm going to walk out there and I'm going to pick that up right before our very eyes. This is what I picked up from over there. I tore a piece of it off. The other piece is still there. He put a screw in the road, you know, marking a spot on the road is what he did. But I'm telling you, somebody's listening to my little things, and I don't really care. But this is what I'm saying is happening. They'll come right here and they'll do this. And by the way, I've got ribbons right behind the house now from just about 30 days ago. It happened, and I had a guy that, I guess his name's Browns, over here, marking the property line. And I want you guys to know that the bowling alley in Morton, Washington was called Alpine Bowl, right? Well, here's Alpine Drive right here, and here's Delphi. AD. I guess that's what it is. AD. Alphabet, I guess. Strangeness. And they marked the property line around the property, and now they marked it over here too. You know, I find that real interesting, that they can launch themselves right here from this fire department. This guy over here, he didn't realize I turned my cameras on. I walked out there after he did his thing. He was out there stomping his foot in the middle of the road and coming over here and walking on this side of the line, and he started tapping on his thing like this here, like he was calling me out. Well, he's kind of lucky, because when I went and turned the cameras and he came back and he started doing his shit, all of a sudden he started realizing that I took this book down, the Stevie Cooper book right here. I turned my camera this way. I took this book down and I went like this. I went like that and I pointed right at him. And I watched his demeanor change. Because the fact is what it is. I came forward prior to 2 to 3 weeks prior to the problems in the Gonza Strip starting up. I told them about the bowling alley in Morton, Washington. I told about the things that's going on around here connected to the Fairhearts in Morton, Washington, and my family member Jerry Wright and the Lewis County law enforcement officers and stuff. And also, just last night, you know, with all this stuff going on here, we also have the governor on TV talking about what's happening down Lewis County, and this is the county that has problems, I have problems with drugs inside of the Greenhill facilities and what's going on there. And stuff has been going on there since I was a child, when my brother Jim murdered that boy, okay? And I'll tell you another thing. He was there at Greenhill School. They put him at Greenhill. They was letting him out, walk out. He went off over there to the, I think it was the AM PM that was right there. Got a milkshake with somebody else, walked over there, and they dropped it right on the windshield of a semi-truck. You know, and they would let these people go out and cause trouble and stuff. And they were actually hiding the stuff and the actions behind it. So to see this here stuff happening in Lewis County right now, and also I think it was said the chief of police name was a different person's name, but it's not Beckel anymore. And I just want you to know that that Centralia Police Department over there, attached to their very parking lot, that the impound lot is the Twin County Credit Union. That's the Twin Star Credit Union, and they have 20 of them that's active. They had the 21st one in Morton, Washington, which they closed when I came down upon them. They closed that Morton branch right now. When they found out that I'd been there and I was sticking my card in that machine and I was looking around and I was seeing the museum across the way and the things that they'd done, oh boy, they closed that place right down. And Fairheart's Way is around the back. Now, I'm telling you that the law enforcement community is running drugs and stuff in the Pacific Northwest, and they're getting their cut of it. And they're putting people up to, well, look at this. People that are, hey man, I'm cool. Man, you better watch out for the cops. They'll get you. Those son of a bitches are selling dope for the cops. Motherfucker, they're just a bunch of goddamn spies from within. You know, at any times that the cops are using informants on, they're using informants on cases such as the 1985 Merwin case? Well, Jesus Christ, all of that was framed up to send Rick Rife to prison and to protect Jerry Wright. My brother right here. My brother, Jerry Wright, looks like this guy, Rick Rife. You see? And I'll tell you what, they're holding my son against me, and they want to make it a 3-ring circus, or they want to send somebody out in front of my house to get what? The guy was out there tapping his foot on the thing. The guy wanted to fight. The guy wanted to fight, and I guess, you know what? When he realized I pulled that book and stuff out on him, and I was sitting here taping, that guy stuck his tail up between his legs. He got the hell out of there. And I made him walking back and forth. And you could see that that guy is walking like a goddamn coward now. Matter of fact, after I do this here picture thing, somebody could take a picture of it and blow this guy's face up so they know what he goddamn looks like. I think that's really fucking nice, too, by the way. And I say Joe and the Biden administration that's in Washington, D.C. right now is doing a fantastic job. And you know what? We're going up and Donald Trump's going straight goddamn down. Isn't that nice? And now that guy across the street, maybe somebody'd like to contact the Thurston County and fire that guy's ass for out here tapping on the fucking road and tapping on his fucking wrist. There's nobody else out here. There's no signage out here. The guy's actually out here illegally harassing me and sticking a goddamn thing in the road. And by the way, that was on a fucking Friday. Hey man, they should have came out on a Monday and they should have conducted business like usual. And I also think that that guy was over there at that guy's property across the way over there. So if that neighbor over there's sending somebody over here to harass me, hey man, I'm just saying what it is. If I see somebody outside my door over there tapping on the thing, tapping on his watch, no one else out there, and he wants to get his ass kicked, that's the next thing that's gonna happen. And it's not my fault, because if that guy wants to step over here in the yard, I'll fucking dog that bitch. I'll fucking stick his fucking finger right up his ass and stick it in his mouth and say, how do you like that taste, brother? Just a brother from another mother that's been what? Raised to be an asshole? Now I want these guns off the market. Little toy guns like this that Walmart's selling and their harassment. We need to start buying our products from TEMU.com. You'll get a better price on everything. You'll be happier with their services, and you'll never deal with bullshit. The products are so cheap that you just can't afford not to buy there if you're going to buy Chinese crap anyway. And also, you could stick that money directly in your pocket, and you could better your life with it. And by the way, I got to get out of here because you know what? It's 3 minutes. Well, it's going to be 14 minutes. And I'm going to say my name's John Wright. My dad was the hijacker. My dad was a Zodiac killer, and he was forced to do the job in Washington State, California, and the West Coast. Have a nice day. Thank you much.